Good morning, agents, and welcome to another daily episode of Target Alert today for September 27th. The series that shows you the Target Alert map, farming tips and tricks, vendor reset highlights, and much more. I'm Agent Shadow, and if you enjoy my content, please consider smashing the subscribe and like buttons below. And also check the pinned comment below for links to support my channel, my Discord, and the Shadow Crew clan on all platforms. Let's get started with the Dark Zones first and the highlights from the DZ vendors, DC, and then finally New York City targeted loot highlights last. Starting off in the clan vendor, we got the Everyday Carrier, that's Bellstone Armory with Perfect Efficient. And then over at the theater, you got the Mop, that's 10% armor on kill. It's definitely worth it. And then of course, in DZ West, we got the Harmony with Perfect in Sync at the DZ vendor. You can also get the Hollow Man Mask. It's alright, it has the damage to health. It used to be really good, but now I think it has 8% damage to health. If you want to go grab that today, you can, but there's something that I think is better in DZ East. Wyvernware, we got Claws Out holster, so if you want to get that, that's 500% melee damage and 10% pistol damage for the Wyvernware Claws Out holster. And then finally, probably the main showcase, in the DZ East, we got the Orbiter, which has Perfect Finisher on it. That is very worth it. That should be the pistol you're running on pretty much every build. It's like the pistol that's worth running. Now, named items at the Dark Zone vendors cost 152 DZ resources. Remember, you can get DZ resources. You have to deconstruct loot in your contaminated bag and then extract them. Otherwise, you'll only extract marked as junk loot, not the DZ resources. Alright, agents, now we're on the north side highlights. So we got Sokolov Concern at Camp White Oak and over here at the summit as well. I just put out a build, the Hunter's Fury best build for survivability and damage, and you're going to need a Sokolov backpack with versatile on it. I would probably farm the summit more so than over here at Camp White Oak, but that's of course my opinion and personal preference. It's up to you, but Sokolov is always worth running if you're running an SMG as your main. Grupo Sombro at the Coney Island Ballpark, 1 piece for DPS builds, 2 pieces for explosive skill damage builds, and then Bellstone Armory at Manning National Zoo. Remember, there's 2 named items that came out with this patch. You got the Everyday Carrier, and then there's another one that's Bellstone Armory that has Perfect Bloodsucker on it, and that one is very worth getting. I would definitely recommend farming Manning National Zoo today, if you can. On Heroic, try to get a good piece of that Perfect Bloodsucker, and comment below if you know the name of it, because I keep forgetting it. I'm sorry, guys. And then Kenley College is open for 1 more day. I wonder how many people actually go to Kenley College. Alright, agents, highlights for the west side. We got gear sets at West End and Constitutional Hall. Now, you can get the new Hunter's Fury set even before you get it on the season reward track. You can get everything gear sets except for Future Initiative and Foundry Bulwark chest and backpack pieces. Those are still exclusive to the Iron Horse raid. And then System Corruption, which is a Dark Zone exclusive. We do got Petrov at Bank HQ and in Foggy Bottom if you need the Contractor's Gloves. That's 8% damage to armor, but I only run those when I'm running a light machine gun. Otherwise, I usually run Fox's Pair knee pads, which have 8% damage to targets out of cover. You pair that with the 10% you can put on your weapon, and that is better than having over 200% crit hit damage. Now, shotguns at Downtown West for the Sweet Dreams, or you can get the Mop with that 10% armor on kill. I personally choose Close and Personal to be the talent that I put on it, or you can get a Marine Super 90 or a custom M870, but I still like the Mop the best now. It's probably going to be the meta and stay that way until they probably nerf it. For Walker Harris & Co. at the event center, I would go for the Perfect Headhunter named chest piece, the Chain Killer. And then, of course, knee pads. You got Sawyer's knee pads, Fox's Pair knee pads, and Ninja Bike Messenger knee pads to farm for a DCD. That's a really quick mission to run. Same with Lincoln Memorial if you're looking for the Diamondback or Merciless, or you're looking for a good classic M1A. Best damage talents on that would be Boomerang, Ranger, and Rifleman. You can get the Boomerang as well. That's also worth it too. And then we got Overlord at DARPA Research Labs. If you want to go for the Fox's Pair knee pads, I'd highly recommend farming Overlord instead of knee pads. But last time I farmed knee pads, I got about 4 Fox's Pair knee pads. So really it just drops from either or. And then, of course, light machine guns at the Pentagon. You got the Bullet King and Pestilence. And then you got multiple named LMGs. You got the New Reliable, you got the Good Times with Perfect Fast Hands, the Carnage, the Sleipnir that you can craft at the White House, the Quiet Roar. There's a lot of them, and a decent amount of them are worth getting as well. Alright agents, now we're on the east side highlights. So we got gloves over here at Grand Washington Hotel. If you want to farm for the BTSU gloves, that's definitely worth farming for. As long as you're running any sort of hive, then definitely run the BTSU gloves if you can, especially if you're in a group. Badger Tough at Downtown East, so if you're looking for the 0S chest piece with Perfect Unbreakable, or just one piece to go with a Hunter's Fury build, then definitely farm Downtown East for sure. I don't think Demolition Site XP farm works anymore. I think they fixed the reset the control points where you just end up at the same exact area when you reset it. That's just been my experience when I tried doing No Hope Hotel last week. We got chess pieces at Judiciary Square if you want to try and get the tardigrade exotic chess piece today, or gear system mods at Jefferson Trade Center. You get a good 12% crit hit damage mod, 6% crit hit chance, whatever you need to get that's maxed out. And remember, mod slots are agnostic or generic now, so you can put blue, yellow, reds on whatever piece you want. And then of course submachine guns at American History Museum. You can farm for the Lady Death, a good vector variant, or an MPX. You got the safety distance, the swap chain, and unfortunately the Dark Winter and the Apartment are Dark Zone exclusives, but they can be dropped out of certain caches, definitely DZ caches as well. And then we got holsters at East Mall, so you want the Forge holster that gives you 50% extra shield health, and then finally the Imperial Dynasty holster, which is definitely worth farming for. I got a build video in the top right card, I'll put it right there right now, and that one has the Imperial Dynasty holster in it. It's really good. And then submachine guns again at Jefferson Plaza. Alright, let's check out targeted loot for New York City, and then I'll let you guys go. Alright guys, so we got New York City targeted loot. We got light machine guns over here at Two Bridges. You can farm that instead of the DC location. Hana-U at Stranded Tanker. You can farm for the Perfect Combined Arms named backpack for Hana-U. That's the Force Multiplier backpack. Got Providence Defense at Financial District. You can get the Sacrifice with Perfect Glass Cannon, although I would prefer Obliterate. It got buffed 10% weapon damage more than it was Title Update 10.1, so I don't know why you'd be using Glass Cannon anymore. You got Assault Rifles at Pathway Park. You can get the Chameleon, the exotic assault rifle. You get the Burnout, that's the named FAMAS, the Maniac, the named military AKM, or any top tier assault rifle. That's the FAMAS, the military AKM, Carbine 7, Police M4s, or G36s. And then finally, mask. You can get the Coyote's Mask, Vile Mask, or you can get the Punch Drunk Mask. That gives you 20% extra headshot damage baked right into it. I mixed that with the Dodge City holster or the Perfect Headhunter chest piece. Alright agents, so that was the targeted loot for today. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe and like if you enjoyed my content. You can click the join button below to further support my dream of being a full-time content creator, or grab some Shadow Gaming merch, or become a Patreon today. Take care agents, and be sure to stay tuned for more daily dedicated Division 2 content. This is Asia Shadow signing off. I will see you in the next video. Take care agents.